So
So for the sake of our viewers,
it's actually into all this.
Okay, my name is Tobi Misan Adegboyega. Um, Born and bred in Lagos, lived all my life in Lagos from I like to say from my primary to secondary, university, NYSC, masters, all in Lagos. But a native of Ogun State. I'm the founder of Eko Shortlets. So what Eko Shortlet is about, it's a lifestyle shortlet um, apartment management business where we take up properties, put up on shortlet, we market the properties, we make sure it has good number of clients coming there, and basically just and there's an influx of hospitality and lifestyle because I'm from hospitality background, so it makes it easier to blend hospitality, apartments, and real estate together. Okay, so I'm a graduate of University of Lagos, master's holder from University of Lagos. I started based on hospitality, restaurant management, and the good thing about what I do is because of my hospitality background, I'm able to blend it into my shortlet business. So for my shortlet business, is more than just shortlet. It's about an experience. It's about hospitality. It's about making the customer say, "Oh, while I was in the Eko Shortlet apartment, I felt like a king. It was amazing. I want to go back there." So my coming from hospitality background makes it easier for me to blend my hospitality and real estate together in Eko Shortlets. Okay, so right from school, I used to do real estate, buying, sales, rent, and all of that back then in school. And then I thought of it that hotel was there were hotels in Lagos, but hotels were you go to some hotels sometimes and then you feel like this is not what I paid for. I'm not happy with what it is. So I felt I saw the need in that market where I feel when you come to an apartment, when you come to a hotel, you should have a feeling of this is better than my home. So I said, okay, what can I do? Then I started talking to a few people who have apartments, and we said, you know what? Give me your apartment. Let me market your apartment. Let me manage your apartment. Let me put a touch of good hospitality into your apartment, and get customers into your apartment. And you make money, I make money. The customer is happy. It's a win-win for everybody. So that was what really prompted my shortlet. And then what really kicked it off again was during the COVID because hotels were locked down, but apartments were still opened during the COVID lockdown back then. So that was really a push for me to go heavy into the shortlet business. Okay, so I will give you a typical example. In Lekki Phase 1, for instance, now we're dominant in Lekki, Ikoyi, VI, mostly on the island. In Lekki Phase 1, for instance, now if you want to get a good hotel, you're looking at 35,000 naira for a night for a good hotel. Now, this 35,000 naira for a night, you cannot cook. You have to buy the hotel food every time. So you can imagine what the number is. But for shortlet apartments, you can get a three-bedroom apartment for as low as 60 to 70,000 naira for a night. So imagine three friends coming together to pay 60,000. That is 20,000 from each person, and that's cheaper than you paying for a hotel. Now with this shortlet apartment, it comes with a swimming pool. Most of the times, comes with a Wi-Fi. There's a kitchen. You can cook. You don't have to buy hotel from. You don't have to buy food from the hotel. You and your friends can hang out together in the living area before you all go to bed. So it's that's the significant difference in shortlets and hotel basically. The difference with shortlets with a normal apartment is that most normal apartments it's taken up for a year long, like a 1 year rental. Shortlets is that's why the name is shortlets. It's for a period of time. There's hardly anyone who takes shortlets for a period of 1 year, maybe for 1 week, 2 weeks. Few cases 1 month, 2 months, or someone is coming to Nigeria. Now let's say for instance now there's someone who wants to come into Lagos for a job, and he knows if he's to get an apartment, an empty apartment, he has to pay for 1 year. Because with Nigeria, it's hard to see any apartment where you have to pay on a monthly basis. You pay for a year, you have to furnish the apartment and all of that, and you're only going to be in Nigeria for 2 months. So you find out that it's cheaper for you to do a shortlet apartment for that 2 months than renting a normal apartment for 1 year. Because if you're in an apartment, you have to think of power, you have to think of electricity, you have to think of diesel and all of those things. But a readily available shortlet provides all of these things for you. All you have to do is just come in with your bags of your clothes. And again, for it being cheaper, we'll be amazed that during the COVID, we found out that because our constitution has always been people who are coming to Nigeria, but we found out during COVID that because people were not coming to Nigeria, a lot of Nigerians in here were using shortlet apartments. So we made more sales post COVID than when people were coming into the country. Of course, we've had cases like that, and we try and put as much as possible different measures to curtail this. So one of the things we do is when people get our apartment, we collect a Nigerian government ID card from them. We've had people give us ID card from Turkish government, from Arab, from Dubai government, and we're like, no, it has to be a Nigerian government identity card. So if anything happens, we can easily troll you, either from your international passport or your driver's license or your voter's card. And also again, what we've also done is before you come in, we have what we call SIF form, where you give us all of your details, your phone number, your email address, your house address, and also a copy of your passport photograph. So we have, I could say we have everything about you that if anything happens, we can trail you. And lastly, for our Wi-Fi, because we have internet ready in all of these apartments, we ensure to cut out some kind of website on our Wi-Fi. So there are some websites you go on that would not open because it's just a way of putting restrictions to fraudulent activities and all of that. So yeah, we have measures in place to ensure no fraudulent activities happen. These guys, they're evolving, they're thinking, they're coming up with new things, and we also try our best to ensure we curtail them as much as we can. Okay, so I could go on and on with the problems of Nigerians in businesses. For instance, now the environment, the terrain is not so conducive for businesses. We go through so many things, government regulations, all of those things. So it's a country where it's not so much entrepreneurial friendly. Now, secondly, when you want to get up a ladder, you climb it step by step. Now, every average Nigerian youth wants to start a business today and start making the millions tomorrow. No, you have to pay the dues. You have to serve first. You have to you have to learn from someone. You have to grow. You can't just start a business today and then tomorrow. Now, for every business plan, you have to give yourself 2 years to break even. That is, in 2 years you have to break even. And if in 2 years you're making profit already, then God has so blessed you. So we need to understand that you have to take it step by step, go through the process, go through the hurdles, and then with consistency, with hard work, with God on your side, you'll get it. Definitely, you will.
It's history.
Okay, so you saw some of my stuff just walking now, and you saw the relationship laughing. They're coming in late, but hey, I have a very cordial relationship with my staff because I've been there before. I know what it is to be under someone, so I'm able to flow with them because wherever they are right now, I was once there. But the problem again with Nigerian staff is you give somebody a mile, they take an inch. So because we have a cordial relationship, sometimes you might see staff want to go overboard or go beyond what they're supposed to do because, oh, my boss is a friendly guy, he won't be angry. So I try and balance it 50-50. They know me. When it's time to laugh, we laugh. But when it's time to play, when it comes to work, I don't joke with work. When we have to get it done, we have to get it done. But when it's time to play, to laugh, to eat, oh, come on, why not? We dine and wine together. And when it's time for business, it is strictly business. So yeah. I don't like to call myself a successful entrepreneur because I feel I'm still growing. I still have a long way to go. Like if I tell you the kind of dreams and aspirations I have, you marvel because it's still a long way to go. But hey, no doubt about that. God has been faithful and has been gracious, so why not? Um, the thing with business in Nigeria is you have to look at a need. Now there's a saying, don't go for money, go for value. Money is important, no doubt about that. But then again, provide value. What are you bringing to the table? What problem are you solving? What solution are you bringing? So if you go for value, if you provide value, money will come in return, definitely. So look at your immediate community, look at where you stay, look at where you are right now, look at your box, and see what you can do, and see what process you can put in place, and see what you can do to make life easier for the next person. Once you do that, trust me, someone is going to relate into business, and you can generate money from that. So first and foremost, have value in mind, provide value, and of course you make money from it. So I like to say my kind of business is the most blessed business that COVID did not. We didn't even know there was COVID. It didn't have any negative effect on us. Now, like I said earlier in the interview, because of COVID, hotels were locked down, but apartments were still running. So different people who couldn't use hotels now had to come into apartments. Now, because of that, it had kind of opened the market more in terms of there are new people coming to the business, definitely new competitions and all of that, and also people are now like, oh, it's cheaper for me to stay in an apartment. I can cook, I can do all of those things. Please, I'd rather go for apartment. So COVID had no effect on shortlet business at all. I eat my chest to say it anywhere. There was not a single effect of COVID on shortlet. In fact, we made more money because we had some people who were in our apartment and they were there for the entire 3 months, 4 months. So imagine somebody paying you on a daily basis for 3 months. So there was not a single negative effect of COVID on shortlet business. But at least for Eko Shortlets I know of. Every young entrepreneur's vision is to go bigger than what they are right now. Right now, I'm in shortlets. Of course, I want to go into property development. Right now, we do property management. I want to go into development, into building, into selling. So definitely, yes. One big market I see in Lagos, for instance, now is Victoria Island is the hub of business in Nigeria, in Lagos. And you find that a lot of people live as far as Ikorodu and all of those things, and they don't have any affordable housing to stay here. So one of the things I have in mind is to do a kind of block of flats where we just sell in studio apartments, where you're able to pay on a monthly basis. You pay from your salary. So we'll look at your salary, look how much you're earning, and we'll then take a percentage of that salary for your monthly rent. So that is one of the visions I have, and by God's grace, in about 5 years or less, we should kickstart on that. So I will be trying my best to reduce the poor housing index from the World Bank. Definitely, there are plans for that. I like to say I've been a hustler, man, right from school, right from university days. I sold. I'm someone who easily goes with the trend. I sold Brazilian airs. I sold airs. I sold makeups in school. I sold shoes. I sold bags. I've done everything. So at every point in time, there was always something I was putting my hands into. So all of these things had helped me to save up. And then again, I'm a people's person. I'm easy to call me people like, oh, yo, I have this idea. I want to do this. I want to do that. Okay, let me say. So I would say God has really blessed me with people. Again, I say this. Human resource is the best you can do in terms of human relationship. Like, human relationship is a new currency. Let me put it that way. Human relationship is a new currency. Yeah, money would always come and go, but how you relate to people, how people can invest in you, how people can be like, oh, this is your vision, I want to do this in you. So that's really helped me. With all of the business I've done back in school, I've been able to save up a lot, and also my relationship with people had helped me to be able to have people say, you know what, I want to invest this and this in your business. So yeah, I run away from loans, man. I run away from loans. So personal funds, family and friends, and yes, I'll put it that way. My personal funds and then family and friends were all able to come together. Like, you know what, you want to do this? Then, yo, let's go for it. As far as you believe in it. Now again, nobody's going to understand your vision like you. So you have to go for it. Yeah, there are people who will be like, oh, I don't buy that idea. Oh, it might not work. Oh, Nigeria is not ready for this. But you know what you want. You know what you're going to drive into. You have to go for it. You have to go for it 100%. Now, I used to tell a few of my friends that I'm a guy who would rather I would rather get a boys' quarters in Banana Island to live than live in a 3-bedroom flat in Ajangbade. Do you understand? Your environment, the people you roll with, what you see on a daily, it has a kind of effect on you. You might not know it, but over time, you begin to see that you begin to talk like those people, act like those people, think like those people. The people who you say mentor you, people who you look up to, your environment says a lot. It does says a lot. I'm not saying everybody should move to the island, definitely not. What I'm saying is look at your environment, have that that fire in you that I want to develop this environment. I want to go hard of this environment. Have that burning fire and desire in you. Nothing beats a desire. Nothing beats a burning desire. Once you have that desire in you, trust me, the sky is the starting point. Again, we have our own direct apartments, but not all apartments that we have on our platform right now are direct. We have some that will market for other people. But before we take on any apartment, we like to go there. We like to make sure some basic things are in place, like it has to be an internet-enabled TV, Netflix, smart TV, Wi-Fi, DSTV, swimming pool if possible, gym. So all of these things we try and make sure they're in place. Then we have our website, ekoshortlet.com. We are also very, very much active on our Instagram and our WhatsApp. We're very much active there. So on our Instagram page at Eko Shortlet, you can see pictures. Now, if you look at our Instagram page, you can see that we have this arrangement of our properties. The first picture is the bedroom, the living room, and a video of the entire space. So that way you already have an idea of what it's going to be and what it will be. Also, lastly, I have to say this, for the vision of Eko Shortlet, we want to go beyond Lagos and all. Just in January, we signed some trade partnership with some people in Dubai. So right now, you want to go to Dubai, we can help you book apartments in Dubai, Dera, Burj Alara, Burj Dubai rather, Sheikh Zayed Road, downtown, Al-Basha, anywhere it is. So the vision is big. It's beyond just Lagos. It's to Dubai, to Ghana, to beach houses in the Maldives, in Mauritius, and definitely, by God's grace, to have our own huge tower, like the ones in Dubai, that says all Eko Shortlet Apartments.
So
for the sake of our viewers,
it's actually into all these